balancing. Hey Google, play yoga power music. I don't know what it's doing today with all the ads, so I apologize. We'll go ahead and stand with our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to go into tree. So pick a leg. I'll do my right leg first. We'll have a micro bend. Hands will come up to the air. I'm going to kickstand the other leg, just putting it right there. If you feel like you can move more, you can move your leg up. Just do not put it right on your knee right there. You can move it up above your knee, or it can go below. Today I want us to slide, so we're going to stay below. Hands out, hands together, however you want your tree to look. Are you a one-arm tree? You have branches that move. Challenge yourself. If it's enough of a challenge to stay, just stay in one position. But if not, challenge a little bit. Try to move yourself around. See how your tree wants to move today. I'm going to put my hands back at heart center. Take 2 more deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms and legs down. Good. This base leg, we want to roll it out a little bit because that sometimes makes it a little difficult. While we're standing, our ankle is like this and it's just wobbling around, but it's strengthening that. So you just want to give it as much movement and fluidity there if you can. So we'll start with the other side. Shoulder width apart, micro bend in my base leg, which is now going to be my opposite leg. For you guys, it's going to be my right. Inhale up. Arms out. Kickstand the side. Knees out to the side. Good. And we'll just sit here and challenge wherever you feel good. I'm going to try to bring mine up and see if it'll stay with my pants today. Kind of. So challenge yourself. Move those arms. If you're not comfortable and not able to balance, keep your arms still. If you can. How does your tree move? You get wobbly, it moves a lot different, doesn't it? It's not able to move as you like when it's wobbly. You can also do a bind behind yourself, putting your hands together. Let's see if I can show you. So I'm in my tree. I can put my hands behind myself so that I have a heart open. So it pushes your heart open while your tree is on. Elbows stay up. It's a great heart opener right there. Or you can even interlace your fingers behind you. Let's all bring our hands together at heart center. Take 2 more breaths here. And as we exhale, bring your foot and hand together, down to the ground. Let's roll off that base leg. If you're the popper like me, you just pop constantly. Cannot control it. So great, that was a little bit of tree, which is one-legged. A good balancing. We can also do a little bit of dancer if you guys want to do some one-legged. So I will start with my base leg. I'll do it away from you guys so that you can see my other leg first. So with your dancer, what we want to do is we want to inhale. You're going to pop up your other leg. I'm still going to have a micro bend in my others. Same leg touches your same ankle. Other arm is still up at the sky. guys will be able to see this one completely. Micro bend the other leg. I want you to inhale, and as you exhale, you just kind of start to hinge forward to wherever you feel comfortable. And then what you're going to do from there is you're going to kick that leg up. Find your drishti, which is your spot in front of you that you can just stare at. It does not move. It is your focal point. All of your energy is flowing through there, through your fingertips to it, and you're just balancing. Beautiful. Take some breaths here. To come out, we unkick. Slowly bring it back up. Let it back down. You can hold it for longer if you like. It is a good hard stretch there. I'm going to go to the opposite side here. Keep this leg, my base leg down. I'm going to inhale it up. Kickstand my leg up. Grab. I'm going to make sure my knees are staying together. I don't want to be way apart. Knees are together. Micro bend in this base leg. Right now, my drishti is straight ahead. It's going to have to move down when I start hinging. So as I exhale and hinge, my drishti really needs to change the place of where it's at. And then when you're ready, you will kick that leg up into your dancer. Focusing on your drishti spot. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Deep breaths. You will start to unkick, unhinge, and then release. Whew. Get that ankle rolled out again. That was a little bit of the dancer. So let's do a cleansing breath. Inhale up. Swan dive down, exhaling. You can probably touch the ground a lot more than you could a minute ago. Wiggle it out, shake it out. Bend one knee, then the other. Very good. Let's roll it up. Beautiful. Love it. All right, we're going to do, I do want to get us into the prep for Bird of Paradise. So let's try that. I do want to be able to show you guys how to bind. So let's go ahead and go to the front of your mat. I'm going to inhale up. And as I go into my warrior one, I'm just going to step that right leg back. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together so that my arms are out at a big cactus or butterfly. Into my warrior one, I will lean into it. You can also inhale up, straightening that leg. Exhale and just fold over into your pyramid. This is a great stretch for the back of those hamstrings. Use a block if you need to hold on to right here. Root lock, so hold everything in that abdomen area. Arms come out. Bring it up. Back into your warrior one. I want you to exhale, twist open. So my front foot is facing forward, my back foot is at an angle here, 90 degrees. I'm going to look over this front leg here. My knee is going to be kind of pushing back towards my ring toe. You may bring your palms up and actually inhale up into reverse and exhale back into your warrior two. Inhale up and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and fold this front arm. We're going to come down into a side angle. So you can stretch it up over this way, or you can bring it all the way over, twisting your pinky down, opening that chest up. So you're in your side angle, which is Utthita Parsvanasana, if I can say that one right. True side angle, you're gonna come all the way down. And from here, what I want you guys to do, bring your arm under. This arm on top will come back to a half bind. If you can, grab your whole section here and bind. Now to get into bird of paradise, you might want to shorten your stance a little bit. And what you want to do is root into this base leg. And you're going to start to come up, taking your drishti with you. And eventually we're going to get a leg straightened, okay? We're going to bring it back down. Separate. Back to your side angle. Coming back up. You want to go in the same way you came out. We're going to straighten both legs here though, keeping us at our kind of warrior two, but straighten. We're going to come down, stretch it out into our triangle. Sorry, I'm not facing y'all, but in a second I will. Arms back up. We're going to twist back into our warrior one. Bring your legs a little bit closer together. And we're going to go into, you guys guessed it, warrior three. So we're going to come up onto those back toes. Base leg has a micro bend, arms out. Hinge. Find your drishti on your floor, ground above you, right in front of you. Good, I'm flexing that back foot. If I've had enough, we're gonna go down. Standing splits. Same leg, same arm. I'm gonna peel up the opposite side. And I'm gonna start to open my hips into my half moon. Take a deep breath. Untwist. Coming back down, we're going to bring both legs together into our monkey. Beautiful. Into our forward fold. Shake it out. Inhale, roll it up. Cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale. Let it come down. So that one was pretty active, so I'm going to do it, I'm going to face the same way, but I'm going to do the other side now because you have to do both sides. So let's go back and we're going to do it again on the other side, okay? Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Roll it up. All right. Trying to remember what leg I did, so now I've got to inhale up. Exhale, I'm going to go into my warrior one. So now I'm going to take my left, well it's right leg for you guys, back. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together into cactus or butterfly. And this front leg I will bend, and both of my feet are facing the same way, so my hips, shoulders, everything's facing the same direction. And I want to make sure that my knee does not go over my toes, okay? It just stays kind of above it. Warrior one. Inhale up, straightening everything, smaller stance. Straighten leg in the front, exhale, we're just going to fall forward into pyramid, which is beautiful. This one I love, it always stretches out everything. Root lock, which means tighten everything in the abdomen. Arms up, coming back up. We will come back into our warrior one. Twist open into our warrior two. Front foot is facing forward, back one is facing you guys. They're at an angle, okay? Knee is not coming in, it's pushing out. Have my arms that I'm looking over this front fingertips. Lunge into it. You can twist over, put your palms up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Bend this front arm. We're gonna come down to a side angle to where we're resting on it. Arm can be up. You can even twist it over if you're not interested in going into bird of paradise. Just twist it over so your pinky is pointing down. Stay here. Those of us that wanna move on, we'll go into our full side angle. If you wanna move on, you haven't done the bind before, top arm goes behind you, bottom one will come up underneath your bottom. Grab where you can. If you can't, you can always have your towel. When you half bind, you grab your towel. So you can do that if you like. So to get into our bird of paradise, of course, I'm gonna change my length here so that my legs are a little bit closer together. But I'm gonna root in this back leg. So I'm gonna come up onto my toes. Root, root, root. My drishti is on the ground in front of me. And I'm going to slowly come up. My drishti has to come with me. And then eventually I'm gonna straighten out my leg, okay? Bird of paradise, you guys. We're almost there. Coming back to your side. Strengthen it out. Side angle. Beautiful. Coming back up. Straighten out both legs. Hinge over into your pyramid, or not your pyramid, I'm sorry, your triangle. Stretch out this inner thigh. Beautiful, look up. Don't have a fan in your room if you're looking up. Makes you a little dizzy. If you have neck problems, you can look straight ahead. Beautiful. We will come back up, over into our warrior one. I'm gonna shorten my stance a little bit. We're gonna go into our warrior three. So we're going to root into this front leg. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly hinge. Flexing that back foot. Beautiful. Take a minute to breathe. Hands go down to your standing splits. And we're gonna do same arm, same leg. So right now I've got my right, so my opposite arm is gonna come up and it's gonna open up. Now if I can, I'm gonna try to look up at it, but this is my wobbly side, so I'm just gonna keep my drishti focused down. Beautiful. Half moon again. Half moon, your Ardha Chandrasana. Beautiful. Coming back, release. Go down into our monkey pose. Take a couple of breaths. Beautiful. Go back into our ragdoll, or forward fold. Shaking it out. Reverse swan dive, bend those knees, and inhale up. Exhale down. So you guys, we just went through all the warriors. We went 1, 2, 3. We did bird of paradise, and we did half moon. So that's a lot of standing right there. But I love all those poses. Make sure thighs nice and strong. Get those ankles nice and strong. So we'll go ahead and let's move it down a little bit to the mat. Kind of do some relaxing, restorative. We'll get more to the restorative after we've been doing a lot of balancing. So let's go ahead and inhale up. And if you want to, on the inhale up, put your arms together. I'm gonna face you guys. And on the exhale, we're gonna stretch to one side. Deep crescent stretch. Oh yeah. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Beautiful. As always, we'll half lift, so inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold all the way. Beautiful. I'll come back to where you guys can see me. Let's go ahead from here. Step back into plank. We can do a little side plank. So I'm in my regular plank, high plank. If you need modified, you can drop your knees, okay? So what we're gonna do for plank, we can do side plank. So I like to move my hand a little bit more towards the center. If you're doing modified, you can keep this same arm, same leg down, but you're gonna pop up same arm, same leg, and you'll stretch it out. This is your modified version, okay? Now I'll go to the full version. Plank. Just gonna twist open to my side plank. I'm gonna hold it here and breathe. Pulling in your abs. This will get your obliques also. Beautiful. Like I said last time, you can start to do different moves. You can raise it up. That one does not like me. Come down to your knees. And if you're in your plank, you can go ahead and come all the way down if you want, and we'll go to child's pose. Knees out, toes together, forehead down. We're gonna go the other side here in a second with our side plank. Inhale, coming back up. Everyone get to your full plank. If you need to, you can modify. I'm gonna stay in the full plank. I'm gonna go to the other side. Arm comes up. And breathe here. You can lift a leg if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. Or keep it down. We'll come back to regular plank. Knees come down. Keep your knees together. Toes curled under. Go to active child's pose. So now we're going to put arms out. Resting your forehead. Very good. From here, we're going to go into down dog, but we're going to do it from our child's pose. So hands are gripped into the ground, toes are curled under. And what I want you to do is use your abs, and you're going to actually just peel up into your down dog. Okay? So we just peeled, keeping our shoulders where they were. We did not go into our four-legged. From here, I do want to do a little bit of pigeon. So if you have knee issues or hip issues, you do not have to do this one. You can stay in child's pose. I'm going to raise my leg up, swing it forward, putting my knee in between my hands. And I am going to pop out my leg just a little bit. And I'm going to make sure that I'm not over here on my bottom. I am pretty much even. So I'm going to make sure my hips, I can feel my right and left hip and they're even. If I need to adjust them and they're wonky, I'll adjust them. Come down to your hands if you need to. Release that back foot, relax it. Inhale, and as you exhale, that's when you kind of go down just a little bit and see where can you go. Can you go to your forearms? Can you feel that stretch in that back of here, your glutes, all the way up the hamstrings, in the back of the leg? You can keep going a little bit further. Inhale, and as you exhale, you can go all the way down. This is one of my absolute favorite stretches. Stay here as long as you like. But we're going to move to the other side. So we can do it different ways. We can come up to our forearms, come all the way up just to your palms. A cool trick that someone had taught me, you can actually sit on your bottom, and you already have your legs kind of spread apart, so you're gonna come back this way, and you just actually start to, this front foot, you put it where you would want it to be. Hands are beside it. This one's out a little bit more, so I'm gonna tuck it under. And you just kind of twist to the other side, so you don't have to actually go into your down dog every time. This one, of course, I don't want to be on my glute. I want to actually be kind of, almost my pelvis is on top of my heel that's on the ground. And I want to make sure that I can feel my hips. They're centered, squared. And if not, I will get them adjusted. I'm going to feel on this opposite side. So before, when the leg was bent, you could feel it down here. Now back here, you can't really see, but it's on the hamstring and it's on the glute. Inhale. And as you exhale, that's when you try to go just a little bit further. And you want to feel a pulling, a nice tug. You don't want to feel anything sharp. Anything sharp, back away, go back to the beginning and just stay, okay? That means your body is not ready to go that far. Inhale. As you exhale, go to where you can. We're going to take just a couple breaths here. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to come back up to our forearms, come back up to our palms. And what we can do is just kind of get back into our all fours here. We can do a little cat-cow really quick. My knees are going to be underneath my hips. My wrists are underneath my shoulders so that I'm kind of in a little square. So I have a little square right here. And I'm going to inhale and exhale. So you can curl the toes or not, whichever one you prefer. But for the inhale, I'm going to drop my belly, raise up my head for my cow. Exhale, I'm going to tuck under my chin, tuck that belly up on the scared cat. I'm going to kind of lean back just slightly. Inhaling into your cow. Wiggle your tail. Feel where your tension is. Exhale into my scared cat. Inhale. Kind of going at your own breath. Wiggle around. Exhale into the cat. Just kind of lean back side to side. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to neutral. We can do some spinal balances. This is what we've done every week so far with this one. So for spinal balances, usually what we're going to do is we're going to raise up one leg, opposite arm. Just hold right here. Karma 1, you just hold. Next one, you inhale, arm and leg are up. Exhale, arm and leg are down. Inhale, arm and leg are up, arm and leg are down. If you're like, yeah, that doesn't really challenge me at all, I need more of a challenge. Inhale up, thumb up, toes down. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, back out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, exhale. This is a good ab one too. If you're like, no, that one really doesn't do anything either, you can bring your arm back around and grab this opposite leg and hold balancing this way, opening that heart center. Different ways to challenge yourself. Find what's good for you. You want to be a little wobbly. We're going to exhale down. A little wobbly is always good, just means it challenges everything. So get to the point where you are a little wobbly and challenge yourself. Let's do the opposite side now of the spinal balance. Leg is up, arm is up. Which stage do you want? Do you want to stay here and breathe, thumbs up, toes down? Or do you want to exhale down, inhale up? Or do you want to inhale and then exhale, bringing your knee and elbow together? Or if that's not a challenge either, do you want to just stretch it out, bend that back leg, and grab it with your arm, and see if you can balance. This side's my wobbly side a little. Sorry about that. Stretch it back out. Exhale, down. Good. So while we're in our seated position right here, I want you to kind of sit back, but I want to do a slight little lean. So we're going to lean to one side, arms to the other side, and I want you to feel stretch in your thigh, your glute, and even your side. Stretch it out. Inhaling, you're going to walk your hands back, your bottom's back at center. Exhaling, you're going to lean the other way, arms come this way. Opposite way your arms and your hips are going. Coming back. Go ahead and spread your legs, knees apart, toes together, like you're going to do child's pose, but we're going to thread the needle while we do it. So I'm going to take one arm underneath. I'm going to place my shoulder down, place my side of my forehead down, and I'm just going to stretch the shoulder out. And breathe in and out through the nose. Child's pose. We're going to thread the other side through, shoulder down, face down, looking underneath this armpit. Just giving an assisted shoulder stretch after all those down dogs and all those planks that we did. Feels great. Beautiful. Coming back. What we're going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and we're going to sit on our bottom. So I'm going to turn over. I do want to roll it back slowly. So I'm just going to inch it back, one vertebrae at a time, starting with my sacral into the lower back. So we've got our lumbar, thoracic, and our cervical down at the very end with our head. Beautiful. So we're going to keep our knees where they are right here, which is just on the mat, right? And I just want you to kind of windshield wiper them back and forth. I want you to notice, how does this feel? I feel it down here in my sacral area into the very lower, below the lumbar. So I'm just going to go back and forth pretty slow, just seeing how it feels. Feels good to get that twist in down there, right? So now back at neutral, I'm going to bring my knees up to my chest, hug them in. I'm going to do a little massage back and forth, kind of pushing into the hips like a little circular one way. And after you've done it a couple times, let's go the other way. Kind of a little sacral massage back there, I like it. Keeping your knees together here, arms will come out at a T. Let's just windshield wiper here. Notice I don't feel it as low down in my sacral or pelvic area anymore. Now it's moved up a little bit to my lumbar and even up slightly into my thoracic area, which is the chest. So just going back and forth, stretching, trying to determine where my tension is And we are going to go ahead and twist one way. So let's go ahead and just let the legs go one way. If you need something underneath your legs, like a block or a pillow, you can, to get them to kind of relax against something. Arms are out at a T, and whichever way my knees are facing, I'm gonna look the opposite direction so that I can get my back all twisted. And if you need more of a stretch, you can stretch out this top one. But I'm a pretty bendy person, so I always have to kind of bend all the way around. You may not be able to get there yet. It takes lots of practice, so do not worry. Inhale, we're going to untwist back to our neutral. Exhale, our legs will go to the opposite side. And whichever way my legs are facing, my face now looks the other way. If you need to, straighten out that top leg, which I can't right now. Or you can even pop down this bottom leg so that you have more of a twist. Since there's something in the way for me, I'm just going to pop that bottom leg out. Get more of a deep, like a wash rag twist in my spine. Beautiful. Going to bring both legs back over here to the mat, neutral. Let's go ahead and do just a couple more little stretches, and then we'll go to our ending Savasana, okay? So with both feet on the mat, we're going to actually raise one up into the sky. If you have a towel, you can grab it if you'd like, but otherwise you just kind of pull. If you have to, you can use the back. I do have a ribbon here that I'll show you guys that's a towel ribbon or whatnot that you can put on here. And this is really nice to where you can just pull it and you don't even have to worry about bending. It's kind of a nice assisted stretch for the back of the hamstrings, even the back of the calf a little bit. Where your foot is flexed. You can try pointing to see and then flexing, and you'll determine that when you're pointing, you're shortening that muscle up. But when you flex and bring those toes back down, you are lengthening that muscle, which is really nice. Go ahead and take this top foot, we're going to bend it over. That ankle will go over the other thigh. I'm just going to reach under, grab my opposite thigh. I'm going to pull it towards me. This is another version of pigeon, but reverse pigeon, so that you can get another stretch, not on this side, but the opposite side, but your glutes, and even into the hamstring. Beautiful. If it's not enough of a stretch, you can grab same arm, same leg, same ankles, and pull it towards you to get more of a stretch. We're going to release. We're going to take our other leg, so both are back down. My opposite leg will come back up, and if I need, I'll put my little trusty stretcher on here, and I'm going to pull it back. So you can do it up there, you can do it around the calf, wherever you feel like you need it. But play with it for a second. Point your toes. Nah. Flex. Oh yeah, you feel that stretch right in that calf all the way down. If it's too much, you can point your toes a little bit and then try to slowly pull your toes back and see what it feels like. Beautiful. Let's bend this top leg. Put the ankle over the thigh. Reach under. Let's grab our thigh. Pull it towards you. Just stretch it out. And again, if it's not enough, you can grab up the same ankle, same hands, and pull it in. Kind of like a little pretzel. All right. Release. Both feet on the mat. We're going to release them out all the way and go to our ending Savasana. Get yourself in your relaxed position, however that may be. I like to work it through, tensing everything up, tensing my arms, my chest, my abs, my thighs, my glutes. I squeeze it all together, curl my toes. Take a good inhale, and then I exhale, and just let it helps me to relax completely. And let's scan our body and make sure. Our toes, are they relaxed? Our feet falling out away from each other. Our legs, are they nice and relaxed? Glutes not clenched at all, relaxed. Enjoying some belly breaths. Our belly is relaxed. Chest relaxed. Arms out at your side, just hanging there on the ground. Relaxed. All the way up to your neck. If there's some tension, wiggle it out. Jaw should be relaxed, open. Eyes are closed. And breathe. Today, watching the clouds in the sky. I love to watch. It's almost like a painting, and you just pour paint on, and it just swirls around and around and around. Or like cotton candy just being scooped up by the sky. I love watching it. The clouds making different shapes. Some are thick, some are thin. Some have the sun behind them. Some you can see the sun. Just beautiful mixtures of clouds dancing around in the sky. Hopefully you were able to enjoy some sunshine today. And if not, rain clouds are beautiful also. Those deep colors. Whatever clouds you imagine in your sky tonight, that is what you will have. One last time to set your intention tonight. What was your intention for this class? Mine was to recover and recoup. And I feel it in my body already. Let's take a good inhale through the nose. And an exhale with a hop. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and let it out. Inhale again. Exhale. Back to normal breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes for me. Roll your ankles. I'm going to bend my knees, putting my feet on the mat. I'm going to wiggle everything around a little bit. I'm going to roll onto one side. You can stay in your Savasana if you like. Just normal breath. Then I'm going to roll with my eyes closed into kind of a fetal position. And I'm going to slowly start to raise myself up. And I'll come into a seated position. You can do cross-legged. You can do easy seated, whatever you like. You could do lotus if you like, whatever your comfort is. And let's just do some circles with our neck real easy. And then go the other way. Be back at neutral. Beautiful. If you will, let's bring our hands to our knees. We're going to do a few cleansing breaths to finish out the practice today. So let's inhale up to the sky. Hands together, bring them down to your heart center with an exhale. I want to hear it. Inhale up. Hands together. Exhale, bring it to your forehead. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it to your crown. Leave your hands at your crown for me. And I would like to thank you for coming to practice tonight. I hope that you did get your intention out of practice. And I would like to leave you in saying that the light in me honors appreciates and loves the light in you. And with that, if you will bow with me, and we will both say Namaste. Again, thank you for joining. This is ActivelyAmber, and this was a 201/301 intuitive vinyasa with balancing poses. At the beginning, we really did some power poses, and then we kind of take it down and relax. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and